Yo, what's good, combo crew? It's the one and only combo player here. Today I'm catching you with another super hot fire banger, man. And today I'll be showing you how to create the greatest Draymond Green build in NBA 2K22 Next Gen. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps me get on the algorithm, and it really means a lot. And yeah, let's get into the build. And for the position, you want to go small forward because that's the position you can to get 6'6", because Draymond Green is a really small power forward. So we have to go to small forward to get 6'6", the height 6'6". And for the hand, you want to go right because he shoots with his right hand. And I've never seen him like do a layup, or actually I have seen him do a layup with a left hand. I've never seen him shoot with his left hand. So I went with right. And for the number, I went with 23. You can go whatever jersey number you want. Doesn't really matter. But I went with 23 because that's his jersey number. And yeah, let's get into the body settings. And for the height, I went with 6'6". Obviously, I just said that we were going with 6'6" because we have to go with small forward to get 6'6". So I went with 6'6". And for the weight, I went with 230 pounds because that's how much he weighs in real life. For the wingspan, I went with 7'1" because that's his wingspan in real life. That's what he listed at. I looked it up on Google. You can look it up yourself. And for the body shape, I went with burly because he's built, but he looks just really burly. So I went with burly. And yeah, let's get to the attributes. And for the finishing, for the close shot, I went with 63 because Draymond Green is like, that's a secondary thing. Mostly he's known for his defense, but that's a secondary thing. It's finishing. So I give him a 63 close shot. And for the driving leg, I give him a 75. This guy gets like and ones like every single day. Like he gets like at least 2 and ones every single game. So I give him a 75. And for the driving leg, I give him a 65. He's not known for driving dunks. He's usually known for standing dunks. So I give him a 70 on standing dunks and a 65 for driving dunks. I give him a 25 on post control just to say some attributes. And I can't really say he's not good at post control. He just doesn't really shoot post things, or he doesn't post. He doesn't go on a post, so I just gave him a 25. And yeah, let's get to the shooting. And for the shooting, for the mid-range, I give him a 70. His best part of shooting, because he's definitely way better at shooting mid-ranges than he is at shooting three-pointers. So for mid-range, I give him a 70. And for the three-pointer, I give him a 65 because he's not a good three-point shooter, but he's not really consistent. But when he's open, he doesn't really shoot when he's open either, because that's not part of the Warriors' game plan. But whenever he like has to shoot the ball, it usually goes in. Like most of them, like 5 out of 10 times it goes in. And for the free throw, I gave him 69. Definitely not the best free throw shooter, but definitely not the worst free throw shooter. He's not a reliable free throw shooter, to be honest with you, because you have other free throw shooters on the team like Jordan Poole, Stephen Curry, Klay Thompson, even Gary Payton. Yeah, but he's definitely not like, he's maybe like the 6th option of free throws, or maybe like a 7th. Definitely not like the best free throw shooter, and shooting's not his main aspect of the game. He usually plays defense and finishes a lot, and really good at playmaking. And that's what we're about to get into. And yeah, let's get into the playmaking. For the playmaking, for the pass accuracy, I give him 80 because that's part of the Warriors offense. They usually pass the ball a lot to get the open man. Usually Steph Curry, Jordan Poole, or Klay Thompson. Those 3 people they give the ball to. And sometimes Andrew Wiggins when he's wide open. So I give him an 80 pass accuracy. And for the ball handle and speed with ball, I give him a 70. He's slow. He's kind of like how I said in Jason Tatum's video. He's like he's not slow. In the NBA, he's really slow, but in the real world, he's really fast. So I give him a 70, like he's an above average but below average NBA player speed, but he has an above average man speed. So I gave him a 70 and 70. And yeah, let's get into the best part, the defense. And for the defense, I maxed everything out because he's like top 5 defenders all time. He's up there with like Gary Payton, like his dad, and like Kawhi Leonard. He's like those type of defenders. Like he's one of those. That's literally one of those. That's the whole reason why he's gonna make the Hall of Fame when he retires. And that's why I maxed out everything, I think, except for the steal, or I can't tell if that's maxed out actually. So I maxed out everything. Just make the steal 98 because that's what it says on the screen. So make everything maxed out except for the steal. Make it a 98. If that maxes out, then just put it maxed out if it's 98. And yeah, let's get into the physicals. And for the speed and acceleration, I went with 70 because he's not fast, but he's definitely slow for the NBA, but he's not slow in real life. So I went with 70 for speed and acceleration. And for the strength, I went with max because he looks very strong, but he looks very burly. But I gave him max strength because he has really big arms. So I gave him max strength. And for the vertical, I gave him a 70 because he had a really good combine workout and he can really jump, even though sometimes he does miss dunks. But I gave him a 70 vertical. And for the stamina, I gave him a 95 because he usually plays for most of the game unless he fouls out, of course. But you know he does that every game. But no disrespect. But he plays in the game most of the time, so that's why I gave him a 95 stamina. And yeah, let's get into the takeover. And for the takeover, I went with perimeter badge drop and enhanced jump shot contest because he's really good at doing both of those things. I don't think it would be good to give him extreme clamps because he can clamp up though, but he's really good at doing jump shot contests and definitely for on the perimeter, he's really good at defending on the perimeter and the interior. But he's definitely way better in the perimeter. If you see his 3-point blocks where he blocks the ball when they shoot a 3-pointer, it's really hard to do, especially when a 3-pointer. It's easier with a dunk or a layup, but he does it with the 3-pointers. So I gave him a perimeter badge drop and a hand jump shot contest. And yeah, let's get into the outro. And as you see, we have built a 2-way pass first swing. This is the closest you will ever get to an actual Draymond Green build, so I recommend you make this build. Really means a lot because I hope you just weren't watching just to watch. And actually, that would be a good thing because you guys are giving me likes and comments, and it makes my day when you guys watch my videos through. And hopefully you make this build, and hopefully I think you will like this build, and hopefully you use it all the time because it's the best build, best Draymond Green build ever created. And yeah, I'm out, man. Peace.